there is a movie that I saw when I was, I want to say, 11-ish. I can't find this film anywhere. I don't know anyone who's ever seen this film. I don't know anyone who's ever heard of this film. I don't know what it's called. The only other person I know of who's seen this movie is my sister, because she was in the room watching it with me on TV. But anyway, this film, from what I remember, it is a sci-fi horror film. Relatively low budget. I'd be surprised if this aired in theaters. But this film was very similar to John Carpenter's The Thing. Like, suspiciously similar. Like, borderline knockoff, you know? Just in terms of the monster. But anyway, basically the story of this film is, like I said, sci-fi horror film. There's this creature. It might be an alien, it might be a mutant, I don't remember. But it's a shape-shifting monster that doesn't really have a true form. Like, it can turn into anything. Sometimes it is a dog. It mimics a dog. Sometimes, there was like one scene where it was this weird like flying moth creature. But like it can turn into basically anything. And so that's the monster. The movie centers around, I want to say, a group of scientists that have discovered this creature, or at least know it exists, and they're trying to like, I don't know, examine it or maybe contain it, regardless. But I don't remember most of the movie, but I remember certain key scenes. There's this one scene where it's a group of people, they're all wearing like hazard suits with like glass helmets or whatever. It almost looked like space suits. But anyway, they're in this big open room, I don't remember where they are. But they're just in this room, like searching for anything, you know, looking for something. When all of a sudden the dog, I think it's a Labrador, the dog walks in, and they're like, "What's that?" Oh, it's just a dog. But then, suddenly the dog starts growling and making weird noises, and then suddenly, out of its back, these black tendrils just like shoot out of it. They shoot out of it, and they just start like breaking their helmets and like basically killing them. Like all of the people in that room except one like get attacked, and they're kind of possessed. Like I think this creature can like actually like assimilate people in a way, because like when it like finishes attacking them, they're not dead, but they do seem to be like controlled, you know, by the creature, you know. But anyway, for some reason one scientist is spared and he like leaves. I think the creature wants something from the scientist. I'm not sure what. Maybe it wants like the scientist to like set it free, or maybe it wants to like give it safe passage. I'm not really sure. But anyway, so this scientist develops something, some substance that he figures out can kill this thing. And he like keeps it in a syringe. But anyway, there is one scene. This scene is so unfathomably stupid. It's the one reason I want to see this film again. It is so dumb. What it is there's these two kids, I think there's two, and they're in like this dark corridor. Maybe it was a cave, or like it was just some dark, narrow place. And they're with this man, and this man, what they don't realize is he's been kind of assimilated by the monster, or maybe he is the monster, regardless. He walks up to the kids and he's like, "Hey, can I show you something?" And then like the lower half of his body like morphs into the same like black tentacles, you know? Like the lower half of his body is completely gone. It's just these weird tentacles, you know? So it's just kind of him like now writhing on the ground and like very slowly chasing after the kids. The kids start running away, but for some reason they get blocked by something, maybe a locked door, maybe it was like debris, regardless, like they're trying to like get through. And all the while, this guy is just very slowly writhing towards them, like laughing maniacally and saying the dumbest things. I swear to God, there's one point where he gets to like, there's like some sort of pole or rock that's like blocking him, and he goes under it and he's like, "Oh, how low can you go?" That's a direct quote. It's so dumb. But like the kids escape, I guess. And like, I don't know if that even gets resolved, but anyway, at the very end of the film, the creature becomes like a child, like young-ish, I don't know why. And there's like this climactic battle, I guess, with the scientist trying to cause like I said, there's like this vial that has the substance in it that can kill the creature if it gets into contact with it. But the scientist like loses it, and the creature like picks it up as like the child, and he's like holding it in his hand, and then the scientist like he pulls out a gun, and the kid's like, no, you already tried that, you know it won't work, and the scientist is like, no, this time I'm gonna miss. Pah! He shoots the vial, and the liquid sprays all over the kid. He's like, ah! And then he dies, I guess. And that's the end. There might be, I think there's like some stupid stinger where it's like, oh, maybe it's not dead, but yeah. That's the movie. Like I said, very similar to The Thing, probably a knockoff. I can't find it anywhere. Like, nobody has ever heard of this film. Like, I think even my dad was in the room watching it with me, and not even he remembers it. Like, I don't know what it is, I don't know where to find it, but I want to see it again. It's probably a really bad film, probably a really bland film, but like, there's just something about it that really wants me to find it, you know, so, that's it.